Hi, I'm Jay, and I'm back with another devlog. I know that I should have been working on building the world or making the music for the game or something that's actually important, but no, I said I wanted to have an animated background with clouds flying in the sky, so I made that. I'm probably going to change it, but it's there and it makes the game look nicer. And then I thought that I should stop adding more to the massive open world that I have to make, and I still have to make that massive open world, and I should start turning the blocked out bits to use the real art for the game, just to see how it would look and stuff. And it does look a lot nicer. But that took a whole day, because I had to make a new tile set, which I'm not going to use, because it turned out that I didn't need it. But I also added in a small tutorial, so I am moving along, however slow as it is. But in this devlog, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how I design challenges and obstacles for the player. And so how you use your mechanics effectively to make an interesting experience. So get ready, and let's begin. Before you design your world, you want to make sure that you have every main mechanic down. Because you can't design the challenge when your player doesn't have a double jump, and then say, let's add in a double jump. Because that unbalances the experience of the game. And so if you have a wall that's too high to jump over, then you add in a double jump, well, that just makes that challenge completely obsolete. In my game, I have two mechanics. I have a single jump that you can use in the air or on the ground, and wall running. So both of these mechanics are the only two that I have besides regular movement. Now I can build challenges and areas for the player. So when making your mechanics, you also want to know how high your jump is. And if you have an item that allows the player to jump higher, you should know how much higher, and how much higher your double jump is, and all that stuff. So now that we have that out of the way, we can actually begin making the challenges. When making challenges, first you want to know about what you want your game to feel like. If you want a fast-paced shooter, you probably wouldn't want a slow, boring puzzle as a challenge. You'd probably want to have a more fast-paced shooter sort of a challenge. And in my game, I actually ended up taking the spikes out because they didn't go with the feel of the game. Instead, I'm using mazes in general, like getting lost in exploration as a challenge because it goes more with the vibe. And so, now this is when using those mechanics comes into play. You want the mechanics to sort of be the solution to challenges. I know I just mentioned like mazes as a challenge, but there's no way that my mechanics could fix that challenge or solve it in any way. So instead I have other challenges, like I have tall vertical stretches, and so to solve that I would have to use like wall running to get up that. And I have pits that you can fall into, and so you can use the wall running to get out of the pits, or you can use that jump in the air that I mentioned to stop yourself from falling into the pits entirely. When making your mechanics the answer, you want to make sure that you're using each mechanic to its fullest. You don't want to have one challenge that uses one mechanic and then never use that mechanic again. You want to keep on building and layering on difficulty and more things onto the challenges. And so for me, I guess that means making bigger mazes and having like little ledges poke out of the walls, and so you have to jump from wall to wall when wall running. And I have to make pits more difficult to get back out of. And so that's really how you make good challenges. Now that you know how to make challenges for your game, I can get back to working on mine. I hope that in the next devlog I can have more to discuss, but currently I don't have many interesting things to talk about. I'm planning on working on some menus and saving later, but for now, remember to like and subscribe. Bye.